On the 29th of May, we're in Adamawa State to cover the governorship inauguration of His Excellency Amadu Umaru Fintri, who has been doing very well in the past 4 years and hopefully is still going to do more in his current tenure. And guess what? I run into a very important personality who is a pro in the entertainment industry, to be precise, movie. I know you're wondering who that person is, but before I introduce him, let's take a short break.
When you realize that you have a talent that is working for you, you forgot that you needed to also study to show yourself up.
Yeah. Can you please throw more light on what creativity is?
So in the next sense, whatever it is you take that is excessive, you become addicted to it. Welcome to the show. If you're just joining us, this is the Talk with Ini. And I have with me National President of the Actors Guild of Nigeria, MON, Chief Ejezie Emeka Rolas. You're welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you.
So how do you find the whole inauguration process here in Adamawa State?
Well, for me, I would say it was successful. It was entertaining, right from the Ribadu Square, where the governor was sworn in for the second tenure. I saw massive support from indigenes of Adamawa State. The number, that trooped out to welcome their loved governor. I must say that Adamawa State, Yola in particular, the development is rapid. I've looked at the roads, look at the flyover, which seemed to be the very first flyover in the Northeast.
Absolutely.
I honestly, I doff my cap for the governor, in the achievements of the last 4 years. I was here 4 years ago when the governor took the first oath of office, and I remember vividly the promises he made. And today, I can see those promises kept. So I think it was a successful event.
So moving on, knowing fully well that you're someone who is very much active in the movie industry, what would you tell us about the challenges faced by actors in the industry today?
Well, challenges of actors are numerous. Because first of all, the movie industry didn't start robustly. It was an industry that took off because of the interest of some persons who were interested in making money, not necessarily making film. They saw it as another avenue to make money. So it was a private owned thing. It was just a group of persons. So there were so much in terms of structure that were not put in place. They were just making their money. As long as money was coming, they were busy churning their films. And in the course of that, they didn't build any structure. Rather, if there were any little organization they had, they destroyed it by the way they were working. So the first challenge an actor faces the issue of remuneration. What comes to an actor? And that is why you see a lot of actors who have been in over 100 films still wallowing in abject poverty. They fall sick and they cannot be treated because they don't ever get enough. Like just an industry of only about 5% is successful cannot be said to be very, very successful, except because we want to claim, because we are Nigerians. We say because we are proud of our country, but if we come to reality, we're not really there. So the challenges of an actor, as numerous as they are, I can pick out that an actor suffers remuneration. What do you earn after work? And then other ones are that an average Nigerian actor seems not to study to show himself approved. About 60% of practitioners who are actors in the industry are not working as it is their career. They just see that this is a way or another avenue to make money. So they are not watching their back. They are not getting trained and retrained, and all of that. There's so many challenges, but we're overcoming them gradually.
You know, growing up, I used to think there's a school for acting where actors are being trained, but from what you've said so far, 99% of those actors or those in the movie industry are just doing it just for the money's sake. So they don't undergo that process. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, there is. There are a couple of academies here and there. We have the Royal Arts Academy. We have some other academies springing up. We have the one in Lagos by the man who owns Superstory. That's the Wale Adenuga. That's the one that came to be. These ones, sprang up as a result of necessity. But originally and traditionally, we used to have theater arts departments in universities that were teaching theater arts. So, majority of people who were theater arts students became very useful when the film industry came on board. But the truth is that the theater is a different ballgame from what you have in film. So there is, and then abroad there are film schools abroad where people have to read the genesis to revelation of filmmaking. You're going to a film school, you don't just go there to learn acting, you learn directing. You start from writing, conceptualization till you get to execution. So you conceptualize, you write, you direct, produce, and all of that. So they are, but because this phenomenon didn't come to the Nigerian film practitioners earlier, so many people were raw talents that were just picked up from the villages. And then because they already have this talent, they began to do well. Now, but some of them, when you realize that you have a talent that is working for you, you forgot that you needed to also study to show yourself approved. So it's a different thing. If you have been acting here in the past 20 years and you don't go for refresher courses either at New York Film Academy or even there is Del York that is powered by an industry practitioner, that is Stephanie Okereke and the husband. It helps you understand the concept of modulation, concept of things that you needed to do. You don't have to force yourself to learn them while filming. Even though while acting, you have opportunity to also learn while in the craft. But what I tried to say earlier was the ability for an actor to understand that he or she needs to continue learning even while you're doing the job.
Okay, most actors today, do you think they have passion for this very profession, or they just want to do it because they just want to be on the spotlight? Let's leave the monetary aspect of it now.
Well, there are percentages of people who are passionate about the job they do. There are also percentages of people who just want to come to limelight and, of course, use it for their own purposes. Some people might want to be popular so they can start their online businesses. Some people want to be popular so they can be doing other things and like that. So it's like that, vice versa.
So in Adamawa State now, do you feel there are people who can still give in 100% into the movie industry that they are not yet discovered?
Yes. Here we have the Actors Guild of Nigeria, Adamawa State chapter, which of course, part of the program also included a film shot by the chairman of the state chapter, Miss Patience Ezekiel, the film on the Kamwe tribe. And she was supported by local government chairman of the Michika local government, people from that tribe. And it became an eye-opener because one, the governor has done very well in infrastructure. The next thing is to begin to encourage tourism. People who come in from far and wide to probably make film. I understand in Adamawa State you have over 156 either dialects or languages, as the case may be. These are all opportunities for people to come here, shoot documentaries on how these languages came to be. Some direct local stories, indigenous stories concerning these languages, and of course, turn them into film. And here will begin to boom. As far as I'm concerned, the state has not begun to enjoy the creative economy. If you go to states like Delta State, where film business is booming, where in a day you have almost 20 location buses going on set, the IGR of Delta State from the movie industry alone is something to write home about. So every other governor, more especially in the north, should be able to key into the economic, the creative economy of the world, the present. And once you have such creative economic impact on the people, talents will be discovered from local governments, from villages, from towns, and then they change. I give you an example. The people you call Aki and Popo today, we met them in Aba when we went to film. We met Popo in Aba. And as at that time we met him in Aba, of course he was not reckoned with by anybody because of his size or something. And when we came to shoot in Enugu, we met Chinedu. And then both of them saw themselves, saw that they have, they are alike and related. And the very first film they were shot, the Aki and Popo, written and directed by Amayo, Ozo Phillips, cost very less money. In fact, when producer was convincing the marketer to make that film, the marketer made that film out of, this man has disturbed me a lot, let's shoot this film. And the film became a hit. Today, look at where Chinedu and Osi are, the Aki and Popo. So we still have such people roaming in the villages in Adamawa that need to be discovered. So it's just somebody taking a bold step, like this lady, Miss Patience Ezekiel, took this bold step. In Kambi, the film, we're going to discover people there. And before you know it, they are thrown into limelight.
Okay, rounding up now, what is it that you have to tell those people who have this talent but are yet to discover themselves, or maybe they are shy of one thing or the other, they are shy of being discriminated or anything? What do you have to say to them?
No, they just have to first of all believe in themselves, believe in what you're doing, and believe that someday you'll be seen by somebody. Find a way to showcase yourself to yourself and to other people. And how do you do that? You have the social media handles right now. People set up Instagram pages. Some are coming there to dance. Some are coming there to show nakedness. Some are coming there to sing.
Yeah.
Come there, show your own talent. Somebody will discover you where you are, and the rest will become history.
Thank you very much, sir, for joining us on the show. I really appreciate it. My viewers out there, you would trust me when I say it's been an amazing episode with this great personality. National President of the Actors Guild of Nigeria, Chief Ejezie Emeka Rolas, MON, who is directly saying to you out there that whatever talent you have, do not hide it. Do not be scared of discrimination, because whatever you hide cannot surface and people can see or invest in what you do. If you're having a raw talent out there, do not be scared of discrimination. Before we go, if you think you have what it takes to talk with Ini, kindly follow our YouTube channel at The Talk with Ini, as well as following our Instagram page at The Talk with Ini. Kindly send us a mail if you think you've got what it takes to talk with Ini. I'll see you guys next time.